How's it going, guys? King of the fourth quarter here, and I'm back with another challenge video. So a couple days ago, Allen Iverson went to the media. You know, he's like a finalist to be a Hall of Famer this year. He went to the media and said to everyone that the 1996 draft class was the best draft class of all time. And I thought about it. I was like, maybe it is. So I decided to put it to the challenge. So some of the top draft classes in the league, or ever, is like 2003. You got, I think, 85. They had like Jordan, Stockton, and guys like that. But this is the 96 one. I'm going to be doing challenges with all three of those draft classes and trying to make it work. But we're starting off with 95 since Allen Iverson was the guy to say it. So we got each one of these players in their prime. We got prime Kobe, 22 years old, 95 overall. We got Allen Iverson. Of course, there's some guys that were drafted back in 96 that aren't in the game, so I couldn't get them. But I did get like some of the top guys. So Steve Nash. Then we got Jermaine O'Neal. There was actually a my team card that dropped. I don't know how long. I don't play my team, so I don't know. That I just copied his exact attributes. So this was the prime Jermaine O'Neal. I know it says 37 years old here, but we're gonna act like he's young. Ray Allen, prime Ray Allen. Well, not prime. This is 32-year-old Ray Allen, but he's still an 87 overall. Then we got Ben Wallace, who's undrafted. I didn't even know he came out in 96, but he was undrafted. Probably the steal, man. That's so crazy that he went undrafted, but one of the best defensive centers of all time. Then we got Ilgauskas, Antoine Walker, and then that's pretty much it. All these other guys are just fillers on the roster. I actually did this one where I took off injuries and fatigue, so Nick Stauskas and all these guys won't get any minutes because they have nothing to do with this challenge. But I have to make sure Allen Iverson starts. So Antoine Walker shouldn't be starting over Allen Iverson, so we're going to do that. Probably lower his minutes a little bit. Make sure the starters all get about 30 minutes, man. Everybody should get about 30. Actually, let me try to make this work. I do think that Ilgauskas, how about we get him 30? Steve Nash should get 30. We'll get Kobe 35, because I think we can all agree that out of all these players, Kobe Bryant is the most successful one, probably the best one in the draft. And then we'll do it this way where... So everyone's getting about the same amount of minutes. What if if I did drop it to 30, would that work? Oh, perfect. Never mind, Kobe. Everybody's getting 30 minutes a game, and we're going to see if it works out well. Hopefully it does. Let's see how it goes, man. Let's definitely see how it goes. Let's see what they have us in the power rankings. Then we'll get to some games. NBA.com said we are 13th. 2K Sports said we're 7th, and Mark Spears said we're 3rd. So let's get right into it. We're going to go straight to the All-Star break. No stops at all. Let's see how good this team actually is. No fatigue, no injuries. So it's just these top players going against the other players in the league. And we caught our first L, and that was against the Cleveland Cavaliers. I feel like we always... Look, I was just about to say that. With no matter what team I do, we lose those 3 games in the first couple weeks. We lose to Cleveland, we lose to OKC, and we lose to the Spurs. And then we just lost to the Celtics. Wow. So we're 15-4 right now, which is really good. Like I said, I'm going to be doing each one of these. I'm going to spread them out a little bit. So today's video, of course, is the 96 team. The next one, you guys decide if you want to see the 2003 or the 85 one. I did do the 2003 a couple weeks ago, but I didn't get the players while they were in their prime. So I got Melo, but he wasn't prime Melo. I want to get Melo when he was like one of the best players in the league, top 10 player in the league. Right now, I would argue that he's not top 10. I'm trying to think. I mean, I would hope he's top 20, but just off the top of my head, I'm not even sure if he's top 20. But I want to get the version of him where he was great. So we got to do that one again. And yeah, that should be a lot of fun. I want to put Allen Iverson's claim to the test, man. It should be a lot of fun. And then the 95 one, like I said, has Jordan, has John Stockton, and has Charles Barkley. I have to create Charles Barkley for that video, so that'll be a lot of fun. There is a version of Charles Barkley on Professor 2K's roster, so I may just copy the stats over. Yeah, you guys don't really want to hear about the process of making a video, but it should be really fun. And right now we are 35-6. We're 35-6. Okay, 36-7, and it looks really good, man. We're winning a lot of games, and we're losing. We lost to Boston twice already, and then we lost to the Knicks. That's weird. That's really, really weird. And then we beat guys like the Warriors. So we'll continue to see how it goes at the All-Star break. We'll see if any of our players are All-Stars. Hopefully prime Kobe is. Then I still have old Kobe on the Lakers too. So I forgot to take him out, but that's cool. I don't think it's going to matter too much. So points per game, we got Allen Iverson, a guy backing up his claim, averaging 24 points a game. Kobe Bryant right below him at 18.6. Ray Allen off our bench, 16.6. You can read it, guys. We're doing pretty well. These guys shouldn't be getting any minutes at all, but James Nunnally is averaging 2. I don't know. Ben Wallace, look at my man Ben Wallace. 7 points a game, but 11 rebounds. What is his blocks? 2.5 blocks. That's exactly what I expected from him. So hopefully we're at the top of the power rankings. We're 7th, 5th, and then 1st. So really, really solid. All-star participation. Allen Iverson. Oh, I did put them on Philly because Allen Iverson's claim, you guys know he spent pretty much, I was going to say his entire career there, but he had some time in Denver, in Detroit. He went a lot of places after his Philly days. And I think that's it. Yeah, we only have Allen Iverson. And then dunk contest, nobody that is on our team. A three-point shootout, nobody. Let's see who's leading the league. And do we have, award races. KD, of course. Rookie of the year, not a problem. 6 man of the year, Ray Allen. That's what I was looking for because he's averaging 16 off our bench. Defensive player of the year, Ben Wallace. Wow. Look at him go. So that's really, really solid. Make sure our rotation is still the same. Look at that. Out of the 8 guys, 7 of them are on fire, and then the 8th guy is first in defensive player of the year number. So things are going pretty well, man. I like that Ben Wallace is only 6'9", so he fits in that power forward position pretty well. And then you got Ilgauskas coming off the bench who can knock down those jumpers. What's his 3 on? His 3 is only a 68, but that mid-range jumper was so sweet back in the day. So let's go right to the end of the season and see if we can win a championship. That's what I'm really worried about. I want to win a championship with this team. I'm getting like updates on my phone. Trade deadline for the NHL was a couple days ago, right? It was a couple days ago, and the Blackhawks are still making moves. They're signing players, so good for them. I'm hoping that they can get another championship, man. You guys know I'm Chicago'd out. Every team in Chicago I support. I picked the White Sox a little bit over the Cubs because that's what I grew up watching. Of course, the Cubs are a lot better. And maybe the Cubs will win the World Series this year, but you guys are probably all basketball people, so we won't talk about that. But we can talk about my Bulls, man. Drop it down to 10th in the Eastern Conference. That is just ridiculous. But look at that. We just finished the season off. I didn't even get to look at the record, so we'll look at that in a second. KD wins most valuable player. Karl-Anthony Towns. Then we got Ray Allen, our guy, winning 6 man of the year. Ben Wallace winning defensive player of the year. CJ winning most improved. And we don't even win coach of the year. No biggie, though. Let's see if we got anybody on these all-NBA teams. Nope. Oh, defensive team, of course, Ben Wallace won defensive player of the year, so he's going to be there. And that's pretty much it. So that's solid. That's solid. We're going to go into the playoffs with a record of 68-14, going against the team that beat us 2 times. I'm pretty sure they beat us 2 times in the regular season. So that'll be a nice matchup. Let's look at their team, see if they made any changes. They picked up Tony Allen, so they added some more defense. But the rest of the team is exactly the same. So hopefully we can come out here and get a couple victories. Let's see how it goes. Game 1, we win. Game 2, it looks like we're going for the sweep, boys. Game 3 and Game 4, we win. So let's look at our averages, our playoff averages. Allen Iverson, man, leading the team with 24 points a game, trying to get his first ring, trying to get back to that championship game. Kobe was the guy that gave Allen Iverson that L. So Kobe got that ring back in 2001 when Allen Iverson was stepping over Tyronn Lue. And Tyronn Lue's a coach now, which is crazy. Let me make sure it was 2001 is the year that happened. Ilgauskas averaging 18 off that bench, which is solid. So we're looking good. We're looking good, boys. Let's go to the next round. Either we're going against the Chicago Bulls or the Charlotte Hornets. So let's see. The Chicago Bulls won a Game 7, won by 11 points. So let's see if the Bulls made any changes. They picked up Marcin Gortat. They traded my boy, Joakim Noah. They picked up George Hill. They traded Taj, too. Wow. And picked up Garrett Temple. So they made some changes. They made a lot of changes. So good for the Bulls. You guys know I'm big on the Bulls when it comes to making trades. They should have done it at the trade deadline. But it looks like we're going to sweep this team, too. And we do exactly that. So let's see if Allen Iverson leading our team still. Kobe averaging 21 in the playoffs. This is where Kobe comes alive, man. And, we're still doing really well. We're going to go against the Cleveland Cavaliers, as always, in their Western Conference Finals. They have the same team. Same exact team. This guy has a jumper, right? This guy has a sweet jumper. I know they just signed him to a 10-day contract, and he hasn't even played yet. They signed him to a 10-day contract and didn't even play him, which is just really weird because usually if you're going to sign someone to a 10-day, you want to see how they're going to play. And the only way you can see how they play in game is to put them in the game. But let's go into this Eastern Conference Finals. In the West, they got OKC and Golden State going head-to-head. And it's looking good. Game 1, we win. Game 2, we win. Are we going for the straight sweep? in the Eastern Conference. Oh no, Cleveland hands us an L. So let's look at the box score. Low scoring game for both teams. Nash put up 25. Nash has been silent. I haven't even looked at Nash's stats. What did he average in the season? 16-9. So, okay, it's still Nash type numbers. It's still the Nash that we know. So let's go back one more game, hopefully. And we did advance to the championship game, going against the OKC Thunder. So we're going against MVP Kevin Durant. Of course, they always trade for DeAndre Jordan. And then the rest of the team is pretty much the same. So let's try to beat these boys. Game 1 we win. Game 2 we win. Game 3 we win. And you guys know we always simcast Game 4 and try to jump in so you guys can see the celebration of the championship if we do win it. So let's make it a little faster until we get to the second half. And then we'll go fast. In the fourth quarter, we'll go medium so we don't miss it, because I've missed it a lot. And it looks like we're going to win this championship, boys. So we're going to make it medium. Once it hits like a minute, we're going to jump in. Jump in with 35 seconds left, and I'll come back once we're in. Okay, guys, we are here in the game. Give it up to Steve Nash with 30 seconds left. This team looks just so good. I wish we would have been able to do this at home, but when you get the sweep, you already know. Give it up to Ilgauskas. I want to shoot it with Kobe. I want to shoot with Kobe so bad, so give it up to Kobe. Call for the pick and roll. Oh, they went over it. Steve Nash. Oh, that's a wet ball. That gotta be in there. No good. But it doesn't even matter. They got 13.5 seconds to get a shot up. Oh, I should have seen Russell. Doesn't matter, though. We're up by 24 points still. And, of course, we care. And we're going to show some sportsmanship. And we're just going to dribble the clock out and win a championship with this team. So we got to remember the record. We're going to keep track of the record from all teams. We won a championship with the 96 draft class. And you can see the celebration. Allen Iverson finally gets his ring. Who else? Steve Nash finally gets his ring. Who else? Anybody else on the team didn't get a ring? Ilgauskas didn't get a ring. I think that's why Walker got a ring with the Heat. You guys can see the celebration, man. Good things to come. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you did, as always, be sure to leave it a like. Let me know which one you want to see next. Do you want to see the 03 draft class, or do you want to see the 90 or the 85 draft class? Whoa, why they come to the fan? Whoa, who is she? All right, well, I'm out. Thanks so much for watching.